Hello there. The sun is rising, and this is episode 1003 of my Technofirma playthrough. As always, my name is Piper, and there's been a little bit of a gap since the last time I was playing on here. Partially just because scheduling and busy with things, also because the next thing I need to get is flux. So I thought I'd just wander around for a little while off camera and find some flux somewhere. Yeah, that didn't work. We'll tell the story, but first let's start walking here. Leave our little base. What do I need? I need water. Okay, so let's start walking. So, anyway, my quest to find flux took a little bit longer than I anticipated. So eventually I actually gave up on walking, and I actually went into creative mode and started flying around and like teleporting 1,000 blocks, actually 10,000 blocks eventually. I got tired of even teleporting 1,000 blocks because the stone biomes are so large. I just started teleporting 10,000 blocks at a time trying to find what I needed. So after an hour of that, I finally found it. That's how unusual, apparently. I guess not unusual. It's how unlucky I got, anyway. You may notice a interesting structure up here. Made out of obsidian. So, yeah. So the nearest, as far as I can tell, the nearest stone that can give me flux is hours and hours away in creative mode. There's no way I'm doing that in survival. And frankly, it's not really fun for me anymore in the series if I have to do that. I want to do as much of this on camera as possible. So when it comes to like hours and hours of walking around, I'm not going to spend hours walking just to get the ingredient to advance one quest. So here's a portal. We're there. And this is basalt, which is pretty cool. And that is a zombie. Hello, zombie. Apparently things are burning around here. Okay, so basalt is not what we need. I didn't place the portal very conveniently. You notice the one on the other end was quite far from my base. Not terribly far, but a walk. This one's also a little ways from where it needs to be. Just, to keep some need to move around. Recognize this structure? I got killed in one of these once. Ah, good times. Let's walk this way. Got some clay here, lots of basalt on the ground. So hopefully I can find plenty of copper here if I need more. Basalt is where you can find copper. Or one of the stones where you can find it, anyway. And there's some water ahead. And a lot of clay. Again, these goldenrod flowers show that there's clay underfoot. So we've got quite a large lake here. And a freshwater lake. Oh, and I see some dirt over there that doesn't look like basalt dirt. Let's go take a look at what that is. Chalk! I have found chalk. Yay! Chalk is what I need, for two reasons. One, because it's an absolutely amazing building material. I love chalk. I love building with chalk anyway. It's also something you can get flux out of. So let me just kind of wander around and pick up some of these chalk rocks here. Eventually I can mine down and just pull up great loads of the stuff. See a little outcrop there on the surface. That might be a better place to start mining it, or start quarrying it. But for now, I think I don't need too much. So I think I can go ahead and just take what's on the surface here. And I'm going to need a hammer. I don't think I brought one with me. Moment of truth. Am I right about this? Is this how this works? The quest, here's the quest I need. The flux stone. It's this quest. Chalk, dolomite, limestone, or marble is what I need. And chalk is what I happen to find, which is good. So if I just put... Let's see here, where's a hammer? I need to make a hammer. Okay, so I have a hammer. I put the hammer and the chalk in the crafting grid together, and I get flux. So I now have flux. So I can now claim the reward for that quest. So I finally have the flux I need. And that unlocks another quest over here, which is mortar. Oh, this has to do with making stones, isn't it? Or like bricks and stuff. Let's see here. Mortar. For you to start building with stone, you will need to find some way to make them stick together. Good thing you always liked to see those programs on DIY. You remember what you need is mortar. Mortar is a sticky substance made out of lime water and sand. Close the barrel and wait. Okay, so I need to get lime water. I think that's made from... I think you get that just by putting flux in a barrel, if I remember correctly. If not, I'll look it up. By the way, while I'm standing here, I'm going to go ahead and point this out, because this is something I started thinking about during that hour of flying around in creative mode. Because, you know, it's at times like that when people start to get really philosophical. This is cobblestone here. Chiseled cobblestone. Road lines. This is not... Someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong about this, because there may have been an update I'm not familiar with. Oh, I see a fish out there. But I believe that this is not from the TerraFirmaCraft. Oh, sun's going down. We are far from base, so I'm going to start walking. But I'll keep talking about that. Looks like it's a new moon, too. This is going to be a dark night. Those road segments are added by Technofirma, I think. The mod pack, that is. They're not part of normal TerraFirmaCraft. And if you remember, many episodes ago, when this first started, the quest book began with you waking up. Oh, I hope I can find this portal again. It's somewhere over here. Yeah, okay, there's the ThermCraft thing, so we found it. It started with us waking up in a strange place and not knowing how to survive, and, you know, having to remember, or having to use what we remember from History Channel or whatever to help survive. So I'm kind of wondering what the backstory here actually is, because we seem to have... There's another one. There's one close to our old base too. That is to say, the spawn base. There's one over there. There's more road. We seem to have a post-apocalyptic situation here. Oops. Oh, darn it. Sometimes lag spikes will hit right as I'm turning my mouse, and then it's like I get spun around, and I'm not sure which way I'm facing anymore. Anyway, okay, yeah, I turned around there. I'm not sure. Okay, I can build a hidey hole if I really need to. Oh, there's a creeper. Let's eat. Oh, I see lights in the distance. Is that where I'm going? Yes, okay, there's my base. So I guess I turned like 90 degrees and I didn't realize it. Okay. Either way, I found the base, so that's good. I just need to get to it without dying. So yeah, anyway, I've been wondering about the backstory for this, because we seem, with the broken road segments around, we seem to be in like a post-apocalyptic type situation, so maybe we like moved forward in time somehow. I don't know. I'm not sure. There may not even be a backstory. I may be reading too much into it, but that's just something I've been wondering about. So, we are back at base now. And so we have flux here. I can put flux in the anvil. Now, what was the quest we were doing? This one. So we're trying to forge double copper ingots. Okay, so I'll need to worm the ingots up a little bit, and then weld them. Let me see, where... Here they are. So I think that welding is pretty simple. You just have to put the ingots in here. Do they have to be in this form or this form, though? I think they have to be in this form. I may be wrong about that. Okay, well, let's do some experiments then and find out. How do I do this? Oh, that's right. I was clicking the wrong place. So, put some coal in there. Let's light it. If I just put this here, it should start warming up. Yeah, it says warming. As long as I don't actually melt it, I should be fine here. If I melt it, then I'm done for. Actually, I think if I put molds over here, it might fill the molds, so that might be a good... Hot. Okay, if I move this over here, it should stop changing temperature. No, no, that's not how that works anymore. Darn it, I think that's changed. Okay, so how hot do these need to be worked, I wonder? Well, that didn't work. Oh, that one went back down to warming, though. I don't want to risk getting them hot enough that they melt. I don't actually know where that happens. Can any eye help me? There we go. That's what I need. It doesn't say what temperature they need to be at, though. Am I missing something here? I'm going to pause just for a moment and look this up on the wiki. So I'll be right back in a second. So I'm back. I just looked that up. It looks like I need to get these up to bright red or orange for them to be welded. Weldable. Whatever. So I hope I can do that with this fire. I don't think I need to go up to a higher level of... or up to a, what's it called, a bloomery? Something. I'm not sure. I think I can do that with this fire pit here. But, yeah, let's see. So, what I'm looking at here, I've got the tooltip for the copper ingot. And there's a lot of information in there. But, third line down below the title, you've got the current temperature. Very hot, with 2 stars. And the stars basically show where in that category it is. More stars means hotter. So now there's 3 stars. So after very hot, it should go to faint red. Okay, now it's faint red with 0 stars. Faint red with 1 star. 2 stars. I know you can construct a bellows too. I didn't think of that. But if I get a bellows, I can actually heat this up hotter. It's up to dark red now. It shouldn't be weldable. So the point at which it melts is orange with 4 stars. So if it hits that point, then these things are going to melt. Oh, cool, there's a tooltip. I didn't realize that. So now under the dark red, it says that it can be worked, but it can't be welded yet. Okay, so I don't need to use the wiki in the future. That's good to know. I didn't know if that was going to be there or not. So bright red with 3 stars should be where it can be welded. Okay, now it says that. Can weld, can work. I'm going to go a little bit warmer just because it'll start cooling off as soon as I take it out of here. So up to orange. As long as I don't go up to 4 stars orange, I'm fine. That's 1 star. Okay, it says danger, which means we're getting close to it melting. So let's put these in here. Weld. Boom, we got it. So, copper double ingot, we've got that. So I now need to make more of these. So I was correct, it seems. You do need to take these out of the molds. So I'm going to put 2 more in here. So I remember in the past, when I played this, let me eat, I'm hungry. In the past, those 4 slots over to the right of the fire would keep the whatever was in there at a stable temperature. But it seems that's no longer the case, which is going to make smelting a lot more difficult later. So that's a little bit intimidating. I guess I'll figure that out when I come to it, though. Okay, so this is very hot. Okay, so this is not going to be enough to make an anvil, though. I'm going to need to make more. I've got more copper. I may have to go mining more, I'm not sure. I had forgotten exactly how much metal you needed to make an anvil. Yeah, now I'm wondering... I've been using the pit kilns to refine the copper. I don't know if there's a way to do it in the bloomer, or... not bloomery, in the forge? Is that what this thing's called? In this thing here. I don't know if there's a way to use this. To refine the things. That might be faster than using the pit kiln, if that's possible. Let me see something here. Just an experiment. No, I can't actually put these in the fire even. Okay, so that's not how that works. Okay, so this is up to bright red now. I guess it's possible you could put these inside a vessel and then put that in the fire. I can test that and see. It'd be faster just to look it up on the wiki, though. Okay, so this can now be welded. Let's go a little bit farther. Just because it'll cool off a bit. Okay, it's up to orange. That's good enough. Weld. Okay, so I've now got 2 copper double ingots. Here's a question. Okay, good. You can put these in a chest. That's convenient. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of running around and, or experimenting around, I guess, and see if I can't figure out how, or if it's possible to use this to refine these. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. And I did some looking into some things, and I also completed the quest here for the double ingot. Since we did that, I got the reward for that. I just went ahead and grabbed some copper, since that is what we've been working with. I looked into trying to find a way to use the forge to refine the ores, and there is a way to do that, but you have to use a crucible, which is this here, which looks easy enough until you realize that that is not clay. This is fire clay you need. Fire clay is made from clay, graphite, and kaolinite. And these, basically I need to do more mining, and I looked it up. Oh, which one of these? Is it the graphite? One of these is only found in a type of stone that I so far have not yet seen. So when I get to the point where I decide to start making ores on here, there might be more portals spontaneously appearing between episodes, so I can actually get to the resources I need without having to walk all that way. But for now, I'll probably continue using a pit kiln, just until I can get that done. But that's going to be time consuming to do, and although I did say I don't want to do too much off camera, that's pretty much just going to be grindy, so that I probably will have to do off camera. So yeah, I feel like I pretty much need to do that before I can get any more actual work done. So I'm going to call this episode here and do some more work towards getting an anvil, which is the next quest I want to do down here. And oh yeah, I'll start working on the water probably in the next episode too, because I'd love to get bricks and things going. So that will do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.